Hi all, 1,000 miles up. I've given her a really good clean in celebration because she was filthy. We've had some lovely weather but the roads are still mucky. So I minted her this morning and I'll just give you a quick sit rep where we're up to. So we have got, hang on, let's start at the beginning. We've done 1,175 miles. Like I say, we've had some cracking weather, so I've been out and about. I have been putting in a premium fuel like, you know, super and all that, and I am getting 90, in the mid-90s to a tank now. So I've only done that twice, but it's worth doing to eke out a few extra miles before the warning light comes on. Just look, my MPG is 58.8 average, which is pretty good, I think, and that's it, really. So, yeah, problems, none. Where my boot was rubbing, there, I thought I would have some markings, but in my big clean today I've got a bit of aluminium cleaner on it. I'm sure Solvo Autosol will do the same, and it just disappeared. Brilliant. So cleaned everything else. It is, you know, a fair bit of work to clean. It's not my favourite job cleaning bikes. I'm not one of these guys that loves it to death cleaning, but everything has come up nicely. There's no damage to the aluminium or anything. Not that we've had any salt on the roads or anything yet, but so I've recaked it in ACF 50, Paranoia rules. I've lubed the chain. Yeah, so that's it. Nothing new. The only thing, then my thoughts turned into light stuff to do maybe through the winter. Again, I was out yesterday, I did 180 odd miles yesterday, lovely, did all of North Devon, some great riding to be had. The exhaust sounds great. So even though I'd decided on the Tech Bike X-Pipe, it gets some great reviews, I'll put a link somewhere, see what you think if you're thinking of it. I've decided not to do it because it's just great as it is. I don't have a problem. It's maybe quite a tick over. That's not so very terrible. But on the road, it's got a lovely sound. So anyway, I've decided to leave it. But what I am going to do is, obviously, I'm going to get a small play. But someone said in one of the comments on the videos they're going to get like an accessory socket. You know, 12 volt accessory socket, and I thought actually that's a cracking idea because I've got one from an old bike that I had years ago, SW Motec, an old one, and I've never used it. It's got all the wiring and everything. So what I thought, I'd look into whether I could use that on this bike. So what you can do, everybody knows this, I was the only one who didn't probably, but if you want to know how to install an accessory, if you go to the Triumph webpage and go and find the accessory that you want, if you find the number and then copy it out, then go to Triumph instructions online, I'll put the full proper web address in there, and paste that number in, choose your language, up pops the instructions for that part, how to fit it. So I've downloaded the instructions for their official little thing, because I've got down here, I've got an Optimate cable as well that flaps around. You can't see it, unfortunately, but I thought if I could fabricate a nice bracket, a quality looking bracket, to fit my 12 volt accessory socket, which needless to say is larger than Triumph's, and my little Optimate cable thing, then that'd be a job well done. So I thought that would be my little winter job. because it'll take me forever to make. I just need to work out to make a really nice looking bracket, because it locates in 2 holes down here, but it's very useful if you're thinking of getting an accessory and you're thinking, "Ooh, how much work is it?" You can download the instructions and read about it. The only downside is they get a bit skimpy because they're written for like the dealerships. So it says remove tank, as in you know, instruction so and so, that you don't have access to. So a little bit of guessology is there, but the cables for a accessory socket are under the tank, and you can just unravel them and plug them in. So in theory, there's no reason why I couldn't use my little SW Motec thing that I've never used, and wire it up. So anyway, that's what I've decided to do. I'm leaving the X-Pipe. Maybe I'll change it next time. Oh, one more thing I've got to tell you. So while doing my 180 odd mile, obviously my arse was giving me a bit of jip. So at one point, I actually stood up on the bike to give my arse, and it's really comfortable. It's really stable. So you can stand on this bike with the apes, and it's brilliant. And I was riding along for a while there with my arse up in the air, and it's lovely. It gives you a nice break. So this bike can do everything. It can even do like your adventure bikes. You can stand up on the pegs. But you should try it. If you've got the A-Packers, try standing up. It's rock stable, super stable, because of the position of the pegs and the high bars. Brilliant. Apart from that, nothing really to report that I can think of. Everything is fine. I've cleaned it all. Obviously, you know, I've got the odd little bit of stone chip and dirt that I can't quite get off, but giving it the big clean. Anyway, that's me done for 1,000 miles. I'll be in touch if I work out how to do this bracket, and share it with anyone who maybe has got a standard 12-volt socket somewhere. And yeah, anyway, happy bobbing. Any questions, get in touch. See you next time.